MP for Limuru, where some of the sons were. To ask this question, number 0, could the Cabinet Secretary provide a detailed report on the status of investigations into the death of Mr. Justus Ekimomor Omolo, a local fisherman whose body was retrieved from Lake Nakuru on 21st February 2025. Number 2, outline the steps taken by the ministry to ensure that the perpetrator or perpetrators are apprehended, including 3, state the measures being taken by the government to ensure the safety of fishermen and prevent in the future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, to appear before this august House to respond to questions from honorable members, and as you've guided, Mr. Speaker, I'll go straight to the question asked by the honorable member of Gilgil constituency on the murder of Joseph Othim Amora. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the night of 30th January 2025, unknown individuals gained entry into the house of Joseph Othim Omora, a 43-year-old male Kadumo East, where he lived alone. The assailants brutally attacked him, inflicting on his belly, exposing his intestines, and killing him on the spot. The motive behind the murder is unknown. On 31st of January 2025, actually, Karachuonyo. The question is in.
Wondering.
Yes.
30. It is the 8th question on the order paper.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Speaker, it was a result of disorientation of the. This is Peter Okello Odawa. Is it?
Justus Ekimomor Omolo is the deceased.
I think. Speaker, sorry, because you changed the orientation, the flow, I could not be able to trace it quickly within my tablet. But let me read, luckily I have a backup copy. Mr. Speaker, on February 19, 2025, at approximately 12:20 hours, a report was made at Barut Police Station, via OB number 7/19/2 of 2025, by Mr. Oyawa, the chief of the Lakeview Shores area. He stated that he had received information regarding a drowning incident at Lake Nakuru. Police officers from Nakuru West proceeded to the scene. They discovered the body of an unidentified male, clad in a life jacket, floating in the lake and entangled in a fishnet. Crime scene investigation personnel processed and documented the scene before transferring the body to Nakuru Annex Hospital mortuary for preservation, identification, and autopsy. On February 27, 2025, the deceased was identified by his family as Justus Ekimomor Purakwor, a 31-year-old Turkana fisherman from Nakuru County. The family confirmed that he had been missing since February 18, 2025. An autopsy was conducted on the same day at Nakuru Annex Hospital mortuary by pathologist Dr. Titus Ngulungu. The post-mortem examination determined that the cause of death was hypoxic brain injury resulting from a carbon monoxide poisoning and circumstantial asphyxia. Regarding the steps being taken, Mr. Speaker, investigations are ongoing on the matter under inquest file number 1/2025. Statement has been recorded from 2 witnesses, and efforts are ongoing to identify the deceased colleagues who are reportedly fishing with him on the day of the incident to obtain further information. Samples collected from the body have been submitted to the government chemist for analysis, and the results are still pending. At this stage, no arrests have been made. The case is pending as under investigations. Mr. Speaker, on question number 3, question subsection 3, the National Police Service has implemented several measures to enhance the safety and security of fishermen. The aim is to create a safer environment for fishermen while promoting responsible and sustainable fishing practices. Number 1, Mr. Speaker, is the increased police patrols and visibility, strengthening both foot and mobile patrols along the lakes and other water resources while maintaining a strong police presence is key fishing zones to deter criminal activities. Community engagement in fishing regulations, promote responsible fishing practices and protect marine resources. Regular meetings are held with the local fishing community. These sessions focus on educating fishermen about restricted fishing zones and the standardized nets permitted for use. Additionally, fishermen are encouraged to adhere to designated fishing boundaries to prevent conflict arising from intrusion into other fishing jurisdictions. Number 3, fast tracking of investigations, ensuring timely handling of all reported cases with prompt legal action against the perpetrators to deter future offenses and enhance public confidence in law enforcement. 4th is the establishing collaboration with neighboring countries on security. Mr. Speaker, collaborating with neighboring countries that share common lakes or fishing zones to prevent conflict and competition over fishing resources, ensuring peaceful and sustainable utilization of shared water bodies. Finally, enhancing crime reporting mechanism, Mr. Speaker, by encouraging the fishing community to share critical intelligence anonymously via the Fichua Kwa DCI toll-free number 0800-722-208, guaranteeing confidentiality and the safety of whistleblowers. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Wangari. Honorable Wangari.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I will just say that, of course, this answer is really below par because there is no single arrest that has been made on this death. And Mr. Speaker, this family stays in an area called KCC, just on your way on the highway from Delamere, and they are still wondering who exactly wanted their son killed. But Mr. Speaker, allow me to make a follow-up question, which is going to be a global question that we have even asked the former CS of Interior. One of the reasons these cases are not solved, the issues of murder, issues of rape, issues of incest, especially in Nakuru, is because even the DNA samples that are collected take forever to get analyzed. Why, Mr. Speaker, we still don't have an analysis center in Nakuru with over 2 million inhabitants, Mr. Speaker. So the question is to the CS, when do you think we can get this center in Nakuru so that DNA samples, Mr. Speaker, for these perpetrators of these crimes.
Minister, are you safe?
Are you okay? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When can we get a center? Because government chemist services are not in Nakuru. Our samples have to be taken to either Kisumu or to Nakuru. Reagents have to be gotten, I don't know, from South Africa.
Nairobi or to Nakuru?
To Nairobi or to Kisumu, Mr. Speaker. So it takes forever to get these DNA samples back. And we are still not able to make a way forward in terms of arrests. So I would want the CS to address that issue, Mr. Speaker.
Minister, hold on, Minister. Millie, I will only allow 2 joyriders on each question. Millie?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, indeed, it was very unfortunate, the incident that happened to the fisherman in Naivasha. And I want to agree with my sister that we have a lot of gaps in the way that the personal incidents of security are being dealt. But, Mr. Speaker, I think in response, the CS has confused, maybe because of the mention of fishermen. because he's spoken of cross-border international waters. I don't know what international waters are in Naivasha. But that aside, Mr. Speaker.
He was okay because the last question Wangari is asking about the safety of fishermen generally.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes. I just said thank you for that clarification. But now, having raised that, Mr. Speaker, there's a very critical issue that affects fishermen. And in Naivasha, this was actually a case of murder. In Suba North and the neighboring, a lot of fishermen are fighting and killing each other because of the space. And I'm here, I've heard the CS saying, let them go to demarcated areas. On land, we have title deeds. There's no title deed in water. So when you tell people to go to demarcated areas, where do they go to demarcated areas? Could the CS consider setting up a team that would look at emerging issues in the lake? Almost every month, there's a fisherman that is killed because people are fighting over scarce resources, and much more so, especially now, because we have internationalized. We're actually having people that are doing aquaculture from other countries within the water. So the water resource has become extremely small, and unless this is sorted out, we are going to have a major crisis. And so maybe if the CS can tell us what the government is seeking to do in that, before we even talk about Uganda, because we're always attacked by Uganda and Tanzania. But now we are attacking each other because water has become very scarce.
Rueda.
Asante Bwana Spika. Mwanzo ni kupongeze wewe kutambua sisi wenye wavuvi wa samaki. Bwana, swali langu kwa waziri. Muna mikakati gani mumepanga ya kusaidia hao wavuvi kuboresha usalama wao? Kwa sababu Bwana Spika, wavuvi hawajazingatiwa hii Kenya. Hivi karibu siku 3 tu Lamu, boti imepata shida hapo mbele ya Mkokoni, wakapiga simu waende wakasaidiwe. Hawakusaidiwa, wakabidi waogelewa wenyewe, wakafika huku chombo ikabidi imebeba mizigo mingi, mawimbi yakaja ikazamisha. Na ingelikuwa rahisi, ingekuwa wangefikiwa kwa haraka. Na si mbali na station, kuna kambi nyingi za forces ziko hapo karibu. So ni mikakati tu haijapangiliwa. Tafadhali waziri, tuambie hao wavuvi na wao ni wa Kenya na wanachangia pakubwa. Bwana Spika, utanisaidia, sijui niseme ni iko kwao kwa usalama au kwa transport au kwa blue economy, lakini kwa popote hawa ni wa Kenya, watafutiwe njia wasaidike. Asante. Rescues ziweko. Asante.
Yes, so waziri will take Nabwin, the last one on this. Nabwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Just on the same note, Mr. Speaker, fishermen in Lake Turkana who fish around Sibiloi have either been arrested, killed, or sometimes they disappear in those waters. The reason given, and we brought this, Mr. Speaker, to before this house before. The reason given is that fishermen go fishing in areas that are not supposed to. But the problem is, around Sibiloi, there is no demarcation that has been done. Can the CS tell us when they are going to do the demarcation so that our fishermen will be aware on areas where they are supposed to fish or not to fish? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the very incisive follow-up questions. First is the question of government chemistry and generally the resourcing of the using science to establish or to do research on or investigations on crimes. Mr. Speaker, we have as a ministry established that both the government chemist and the DCI are not resourced enough to carry out for either forensic investigations or to ensure that they deal with these samples that are given to the labs. Why? It's because, like the government chemistry is centralized. It's only one lab across the country, based in Nairobi. Mr. Speaker, we've made already a request through the Treasury to this House to see if we can decentralize government chemistry so that at least we have regional offices that can assist in expediting investigations, because this one lab is dealing with all samples from across the country. That is the same with the DCI, Mr. Speaker. When they do ballistics and other investigations, the laboratory that is there is not resourced enough. So that request for resources, Mr. Speaker, and in a resource like, if this House put even $1 billion only, Mr. Speaker, to these two important institutions, it's going to make a big difference in terms of expediting investigations, and we can be able to do this very fast. So, Mr. Speaker, we need both the equipment, the decentralization of these institutions, but also we need the human resource, Mr. Speaker, to be hired, and specialized human resource, and other costs that can be retained. Mr. Speaker, when I visited the DCI office, for example, the DCI lab, they told me that the struggle they have is that the scheme of service that is given to the DCI